Welcome back to part number 13 of my Civ 7 playthrough as Xerces as Egypt into the Abbasids. This is a fairly arbitrary cut. Episode 12 ran a little long, so we'll just start here into 13. Let's build another missionary. Let's head him off here and convert this area. +3 happiness if settlement follows my religion. That's really not bad, actually. All we need to do is convert the area. Let's see what we have here. A mine. Or we could build stuff and save these for the end. I think I'll save a bunch of, quite a bankroll and then build these at the end. Also convert these cities to our religion proper. Let's keep the Queen of Ba here on our good side. We'll have a cultural exchange with her. Other than her alliance with Isabella, that should work rather well. Other than that, yep. So if Isabella were to declare war on us, what would happen? She would drag the Queen of Wa in, I'm sure. The good news, the bad news about timing out early, like we could take all these boni, which I think will disappear at the end of the age, or we could push the end of the age faster than not. And are we completely torqued out relative to our various boni? No, we're not. But I would wager that the AIs are even less so. As if they could use the boni as effectively as we do, but irrespective of that, if we close the age early, I think they're going to get the short end of the stick, maybe. We'll grab some culture. Dejet has grown again. We'll grow right here, and we'll buy a company post immediately. Which is going to get us more than 6-2. That's for sure. What did it get us? 4-14-2. I'm going to buy a guild hall, I believe, right here. Repurpose that pop onto this treasure. And get that treasure fleet rolling along here. Another missionary. This one goes over here. Distant lands. We should get a relic for that. We have a nice 11-point bank here. Let's see where we can place it. Right there on Joy Island. A nice bank. A couple of points from these wonders. 7 gold. I'm going to convert our own city here. Another nice 9-point bank here. We've arrived in distant lands. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So we have 5 relics presently. We should get one for converting. Gulo Makida. Let's find out. Boom! So we are now level 1 culture there. Let's see. Our relic should read 6 now. We have one here. We'll put it up there. Yep. Another nice 7-point bank. It'll be 5 points in the next age, which is nice as well. We have plenty of happiness. So let's plop it down right there. 9-point bank, let's have that. Let's see what happens to our singular monastery here. 610 after we convert. Let's do that. 610, 472. 610, 472, 3. So we got 3 happiness. And from what I understand, those compound. Like, you get 6 happiness if we were to make more monasteries here. Let's see if it's true. We could buy another monastery and replace one of our company posts, let's see, which also compound. Well, we're not worried. We have plenty of happiness. 77. I could take, 3. This could probably go to 6 happiness, and the new one would go to 6 happiness as well. But then I would lose 2 points on all of my company posts. These would go down to 18. I think this would go down to 17. This would go down to 17 as well. I think there's a company post here again, down to 17. So I'd lose like 10 gold for the 3 happiness that or 4 happiness, actually 9 happiness that I have no need for here at least. Elsewhere I think I probably do though. Boom, and treasure fleets keep coming in. Again, I could hoard those things. I'm not doing it. Another violent eruption.
Since words are
Our missionary lived through it, but our step pyramids and monasteries, etc. are ruined. Other than, well, we just rebuild them. Relatively inexpensively. And take more gold adjacency. Let's see, 1509, 1537 something. I convert this city as well here. These roads are nice. We'll find, see if we can get to Gator. And I convert that area as well. Our 6 relics should go to 7. They have gone to 7. Let's see, this is a... we took this in a peace deal from Ashoka. There's a lot of stuff to build there. So maybe this is quite advantageous. Let's see. We'd want it in the middle of a bunch of districts, which is, in theory is here, adjacent to this wonder. We can have it here as well. So we have a temple, a stone cutter, so those are going to be a couple more buildings here. We'll get some nice adjacencies. I see we already have a dungeon there though. So here it is. Right here, we'll take that, and then we'll buy this mosque as well right here. And we'll start to build out around the madrasa. Why not? Why not get this area up to, we'll get, let's see here, we'll get a 2-5 there. We can have an inn. These are nice. 3 gold, gets 3 food, 2 happiness, as well as an adjacency. We'll put it there. Get this guild hall, a couple of influence points right here. We'll probably actually want a production building there. It's adjacent to a wonder and a resource. Is there a production building to be had? There's not. Which means we'll take this guild hall. Be happy. We can replace the step pyramid with a monastery. I think it will get some happiness and improve by a couple of science pips. Can we build another? We'd have to replace the company post or not. That wonder we built sort of as an afterthought has popped up in Gao. Let's see what it's done for us. That's almost exactly where we really don't want it. In our mostly rural district or city. But it was there, we have it. The competition doesn't. Getting any of these districts here actually buildable. Yeah, we don't have anything that's buildable because we're blocked from proceeding by these mountains, the volcano. This resource here stops. This is an emporium, accompanies a post. So yeah, I think we built essentially all of the districts that we can. Unfortunately for this wonder. But it's there. We have some adjacencies here, at least. We have a milestone. What happened here? We must have triggered. Oh, we're topped out. Good for us. 55% done. More missionaries from our second city here, Dejat and Wasif, are now producing them. We have a lot of treasure fleets coming in. I wouldn't be surprised if we triggered this shortly as well. Yeah, I suppose we could build Machu Picchu here as well, as there's really nothing else to build. It's not the most optimal placement for it. And then again, it doesn't have to be, just so long as the enemy doesn't have it. We've done it. Let's see if we can begin to convert Gene there. And let's see, 60%. We have future tech. We should have a wild card as well. We'll take future tech again. What are we going to do with our wild card? That's the question. Let's get a 5% more culture. We could take. We're essentially done with that. We can have 5% more gold, or we'll skip that part there. We'll skip this entire tree. Commanders get a free level. Why not? We'll take that. Let's have that. Let's see where our commanders stand. This game, my commanders are not really promoting up as quickly as I would like, or we'll take 5 healing. Let's see here, this guy is just straight green. We'll take the unpack and attack. Let's see what we have here. We'll take the 6 pack ability. And you, I think, will begin the logistics tree there as well. You'd think in a marathon game that your commanders would be leveling up faster. Oh, I haven't chosen. Let's see. Damage. These naval ones are +5 for naval units. We'll take that. Why not do that? Simple enough. But we still need to spend it on something. Well, we could get 2 more units into the pack at some point, so I figure that's the next step here. We save 6 units for the next stage, maybe. Does this city need to be or town need to be a city? It does. It does. I should have done that long ago. Should make all these towns cities, really. After that war, this game essentially was done. We snowballed to the point where there's very little contention. I'm gonna spend some of my gold hoard and torque these cities, get them production oriented, and then build out the madrasa and mosque in all of them. Are you a city as yet? You're not. You need to be though. There's a nice stone cutter, sawmill, and shipyard that we can begin the build out with. Finally made this area a city. I'm gonna keep it as we're topped out on the military. There's no point in not having this non-distant land city. I built a couple of armor and a dungeon here. I built the madrasa here. I'm pretty sure I can put a nice bank and guild hall out here. Why not buy one? And we'll build the bank. I have a feeling the game is going to close out relatively quickly. 60% will jump to 100 fairly quickly. It's marathon speed. I wouldn't be surprised if we close it out by 200. Who knows though? 900 gold from a treasure fleet. We should get more. I think we got 900 before that. We got 300 more. Boom. Boom. That should be I think the final cultural. It is, yeah. As we've converted most of our cities, I think I'm going to switch out. I really even entertain the idea, but this 15% gold in science in cities that are converted to our religion sounds quite appealing, actually. I found this city. I had a former capital, I believe. Tecumseh's capital. We'll make it a city. Get a madrasa up. Hopefully in the center of everything here, we'll get nice, I see. Well, a madrasa, a singular madrasa is better than none, so we'll put it up here. And we'll put it there. It would be better here, but we'll not worry. We'll just fill out these areas here with some adjacencies and get it building stuff. We'll buy a dungeon for right here as well. Why not put it there? Why not do it? Okay, we can. Any more production to be had here? There must be. There is. It's a shipyard. We'll put it there. We'll get a menagerie there as well, so we get a bonus from our adjacency to the madrasa mosque. We're building a mosque. Let's just buy it. And we'll build a bank. Where will we build it? We'll build it right here. I think we have 3 growth events. We can go there, there. Yep. Egad, we're broke. I spent all my money. Well, good for me. It doesn't really carry very well over to the next stage anyway. Oh dear, the crisis is upon us. As we've been on a conversion rampage, I figure unity is possible only under one dogma. 2 charges on new missionaries. That sounds good. We happen to have near 100% conversion of all of our various cities, as well as a couple of Isabellas. In fact, what happened here? I see. Well, luckily we don't really need the happiness, or don't care about the -8. We may as well pop these two, as most of our cities are indeed converted. 15% gold and 15% culture and science. Maybe even 30% gold, I'm not sure. No, 15% gold and science and 15 culture and happiness. We build Machu Picchu and the enemy hasn't. I'm sure we got some boni. Right here at least. We'll try to build this in 24 turns. Do we care about the science bonus? Not really. Well, the +4 is not bad, and then the wild card is very nice, so we'll build that right here. I don't really care to build a hospital, killing an observatory, or a pavilion per se, so I'm just going to juice these research initiatives. Looks like we can build something in Gao. We've done it. I think we can build even more stuff in Gao now, because we're adjacent to a wonder. Well, how about that? Then we can proceed and follow that wonder opening down this way and build more stuff. Do I want to build more stuff right next to this volcano? I suppose having it is better than not, as it wouldn't exist otherwise, really, right? So I can continue down here as well. Let's see. I can build a brickyard right here. Why not do it? May as well build a university adjacent to our madrasa. Say right there. This volcano blows, it gets ugly. It gets ugly for us. I'm going to proceed down here. Let's see, we've freed up a couple of specialists. Seem to be a reasonable place for them right there. We hit another future tech. We have a wild card. I think we'll take a cultural 5%. Let's do future tech for a third time. These wonders, we could take them and go for future tech. I don't think we'll finish the wonders. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure we time out real quick. Like here, I think. Boom. How close are we? 2 away. Culture, all we need is 1 more. And then these 2 are topped out as well. Boom. So we hit the economic, all we need is 1 more culture. And we have another crisis policy. Well, we're not worried about this convert settlement espionage, and homeland settlements are happy really as are foreign. I think most all of them are exceptionally so. We're about 84%, I think, when this triggers, which will be very shortly. We should end the age shortly thereafter. On marathon speed, of course, it's shortly as a relative term. Himiko, Queen of Wa, wants to be allied. Why not do it? We'll accept it. I think we got a 10% culture boost there. We could end up at war with Lafayette. Well, there he is. Oh dear. I think she probably immediately declared war on... Who was that? Ashoka. Well, those... Ashoka is hopelessly hostile towards us. Tecumseh, not so much so. Let's see what goes on here. Could send one of our commanders over that needs some experience. Where are these guys? I left a singular garrison somewhere about here. There he is in Axum. With our glorious fleet as well. Well, It looks like we have another war in us. I don't want to make the Himiko Queen of War mad. She's on our home continent. So let's see. That's a decent enough time to end the episode. That's going to do it. There's very little question as to whether we win. We'll just probably finish out the age and call it a game. Skip the modern. And then again, I could just carry on and not really worry about... Let's just carry on in this episode, and we'll probably close the game out here. Alright, so we need to make the decision, or at least I do, whether to support Himiko or break our newly found alliance. And I think I'm going to break it. It's probably not going to make her particularly friendly, but we'll not worry about it either, really, as the game may not continue past the end of this age, which is about to close anyway. And even if she and her ally Isabella were to attack at the beginning of the modern age, not really... Pretty sure they'll have sufficient numbers of troops, although I'm not really overly convinced of it, relative to their commander count, relative to my commander count, but who knows, I suppose. Then we can take extra troops, I think, in distant lands. But, I mean, the possibility exists at the opening of the modern age that both of them could attack, but they probably won't, and I'll not worry about it either. We have a narrative choice. We generally have plenty of science, will not do it. I'm pretty sure this is going to get to close out the cultural chain here. Boom. That is the end of that, and that, and that. We have a narrative event. The crisis goes on. When you convert a settlement you own, gain a migrant and damage 3 buildings in that settlement. That sounds like a good idea. Our capital could use more pops to place so that we can create company stores or company posts and or monasteries. So let's see, we get +1 movement as well. I'm going to start spending my gold and buying company posts and monasteries. So that we can transition into the next stage with them. We'll get at least some money and happiness and such science. We have a diplomatic action. Let's see what it is. We'll not do it. I converted the capital back. We have a migrant now. We can place him down like so. And then create, let's see, a pop here. And then we can buy a, I see, we can buy something. Looks as though we can buy a monastery, but not a company post. What happened here? Oh crap, you're right, yeah. Put it down in the wrong area. We can't put a company post next to a company post. I see. Well, this game is getting sloppy as time goes on. The wider it gets, the less, and the more I steamroll the AI, the less attention I pay. So the company post here cannot be created adjacent to a company post, and a monastery cannot be created adjacent to a district. So I should have put it here, as there's a district here, but no company post here. So I could have created another company post and used all of the company posts in the area by 2. It would have been a 22 company post perhaps, or whatnot. Well, so far as I can tell, my commanders are all pretty much filled up. This one is filled up as well. You're filled up. We've created a new migrant. The question is, do we make it all the way back to the capital? We can try. It's marathon, you never know. Our future civ is about to hit. We built that wonder for a while. a wild card. Let's see. We'll keep these the same and then spend our... We have 2. What do we have? Let's see. I missed one. Is sort of lagging culturally relative to science, or is it vice versa? I think science is going to be where it's at in the next stage. If we do continue, we'll go like that and that. Let's take Future Sim again. We have, I have some cultural projects going. We'll probably shut down the culture and try for science. The game will surely end before this 19 turns finishes, at least I think. We have a shot at this. I don't have 98%. Yeah, I don't have my garrison. I'm going to buy some various troops. I still have these swordsmen or whatnot of heavy archers, but I did buy a couple tier 3 ranged units. I don't see why I shouldn't buy another army commander. Let's do that. We'll have another. I ended up with 2 army commanders, one here and one here. I don't know whether these scouts carry over, but I don't want to have a scout instead. I'd rather have a tier 3 or whatnot ranged unit. We have another migrant for converting this city. Yeah, well, will he make it here? He won't, and even if he could, well, I could turn him to a specialist, or I think that ship has sailed. Really, we're just going to go ahead here and trigger that. Let's see if we can find one not adjacent to a district, which would be here. And then we can make a monastery. Or not. Apparently I've done it again. Where's the district? Oh, there's one here. Well, we'll turn it to a company post. 310 122, good enough. I had some sort of dust storm, but I finally did figure out why the Roman was sort of technologically and culturally backward at the beginning of the exploration ages, because he started as Carthage. Looks like we have a growth event here. I'm gonna take this and buy myself a monastery so that we can be happy into the next stage. 33446. I think this should top off this commander. It has, so that's done. I have 6 garrison units. I think there's another commander here. It's about to top off as well. That leaves me free to upgrade monasteries and such. If I can find it. There it is. There it is. The missing city. I did not upgrade any units here, so we can create company posts to our heart's content. And now I'm broke. But these company posts are kicking in 14 each. 1, 2, 3. There's another one around here somewhere. We have a growth event here. I think if we go here, we can create another monastery, I'm sure of it. Let's try. We'll buy that. Let's see if we can buy a company post right here. And that's that. So this company post kicked up all the company posts to another level, added 2, 16. They're all getting 16 per, plus 2 for each company post, and there are 5 of them. It's plus 10. The UI says plus 2, but it's not true. Drat, I was supposed to divert off to another random tech, and now, I think our migrant may not make it to the capital. 100%, I see. Where's our migrant? I think he's done it. Boom! We'll go right here. And we'll buy that company post while the buying is good. For the monastery. We'll take that with I see. Never mind, we'll have a company post. We can't have a company post because there's one. I have no idea why I can't create a company post right there. Well, I found the answer, and the answer is it wanted me to repair all the other company posts that were in disrepair before I could create a new company post here. I think this is going to say the age is ending, which it is. And we have another wild card which we can spend. There's no need to spend it right now per se, we can save it. Here we go. There it is.
Relics.
So we got a quadruple golden age, good for me. Got some, whatever these are, legacy points or something. And we have options. We've unlocked Siam, Prussia, the Mughals, Mexico, French Empire, or Buganda. We could go Railroad Tycoon. We make a lot of money. Let's do that. I think they do add 75% to your yields and 25% malice to all others. 75% more gold, but 25% less all others. I don't think it'll bother us. We like the gold. Our armies are large enough and numerous enough to where if somebody wants some, we've got it for them. Whether we're that much out in science or not, we're going to take a 25% hit to science and culture. Do we care? Well, I don't think we do. Let's see if our units are all still here. Then we have these. We have this commander filled up. There should be another here somewhere. We have him. Anybody over here? Where's our navy? We'll find it. We found another commander here as filled up. There's a navy there. Let's see about what legacies can be had. And then end the episode. Probably the series. It's been quite a bit of fun for me. Hope you had as much fun watching it. Infantry and ranged unit for free. We don't need them. Plus 10 production. Distant lands. Don't need it. Can take a couple of these and one of these as well. What we do with this one, I don't think much of anything, but I'm not going to chase down plus 10 production in distant lands because I'd have to lose a military attribute point, and I would like the healing. I think this will get us plus 4 healing. Plus 4 gold for every religion or settlement in a foreign lands following our religion. It's not bad. It's not really all that much gold relative to our whole either. Let's take these two for sure. Oh, what is it? All of our cities from the previous age remain cities, which would be all of them. And distant lands gain 2 population. That's a bonanza right there, surely. It's sort of a tricky bird to trigger, actually. You have to... The treasure fleets are tough. I've only actually done it twice. I played a lot of games. We have an economic attribute point, and we need 2 of those, surely. We spent a wild card there. And now we have... Let's see, we can leave a science point on the table, or we can take this 2-pointer, just grab a science point at random. Do we have a... We have a singular cultural, which leaves us a diplomatic attribute. That's that. Let's see what it looks like. There they are. Cultural, we'll just go right down here for double 5%. Diplomatic, I think this is going to be essentially useless. We'll take that, whatever. I've never used it, probably never will. Let's see, we'll go 5% repeatable twice. Whatever, and then we have 3 militaristic because of stuff. Okay, I must have never spent one. 1, 2, and 3. And we have a singular scientific. And I think we have extra wild card points as well. We have 1 wild card from that future tech that triggered. Let's see what it looks like here. 410, 499. Looks like we're sort of lagging in science. Are we though? Are we though? Let's see. Isabella again. Isabella. Well, what that means is we just have to use our wild card for science or gold. How much gold do we make? We make a lot of gold, really. So, do we care whether we have 400 or whatnot science? No, we don't. Because we're going to get 5% more gold on top of our 75% more that we already make. And that is going to do it for the episode, probably the series. So let's take a look at the glory of this empire. This was a fairly backwater city when we found it. I created a great many districts, which are now mostly obsolete. I repeated that process over here as well. Many of these I created myself with gold and or production after converting them to cities. All of these should be cities and can use their production to build rail stations and then factories. And in the third age it should happen. Actually, it sounds rather fun having all these cities. I'll probably continue the series, but who knows really. So we have a lot of things we can build. They're very production intense. 32 turns indeed. Well, let's see what goes on here. Did our company posts make the transition? They did not. They do not double up on their J. I think they lost all their bonus. At least some of it. I think we just get the +2 for resources assigned, but we don't get the +2 per company post. So these are as the company posts are specified in the UI, which are still quite potent. Anyway, let's check the happiness here. We have I built a lot of happiness buildings, in fact all of them. If they didn't exist, I bought them. So the menageries, temples, inns, etc. So all of our cities are very happy, and they're just going to get happier. Anyway, that is going to do it for the episode. If there is another one, I hope to see you.